Expert Maria Bailey joins us live from New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Jenna.
How do parents know what school supplies to get?
Well, actually, they can go into their local Office Depot and they can find lists of what each of the teachers have requested for their particular class, or they can wait till that first day of school and get that list from their teacher.
Are there any new items that parents should look to get this year for their students?
There sure are. The school supplies start with the backpack. You want to get a good, sturdy backpack, and this year the Extreme Crossover backpack actually has a sling on the back, so it distributes the weight of all of the books and school supplies across your child's back, and it prevents any, back damage or them leaning to one side.
Is that
and then there's a lot.
I'm sorry, is that going to be more popular this year than the backpacks that we've seen recently with the wheels?
Absolutely. A lot of schools, depending upon whether they have stairs, have banned the wheel backpacks. There are still some that allow them, but this is really designed for the health and well-being of your child's back. And it's got lots of really great pockets to help them organize those school supplies that will go inside of it. And there are a few really cool things this year to go inside of that backpack. You want to pick items that are functional but also fashionable so that they amuse your child and they're interested in school. One of those things is the Zwipes notebook. It can be personalized because on the outside of it they can write and then erase all of their latest teams or fashion sense on the outside. And then the number 2 pencil took a facelift this year.
Really?
The new liquid graphite pencil never has to be sharpened.
How does that work?
It looks like wood. It's a number 2 pencil, so you could use it on standardized tests. But instead of lead, there's a liquid graphite that just keeps on going.
Now, how much do some of these tools cost? 'Cause I know when you see all the cool things you want for school, you keep throwing it in the cart, and that can add up.
Well, the average parent, that's a very good point, will spend about $445 this year on school supplies, but that includes clothes as well.
Okay.
The good thing is that retailers are giving back to the schools, so when you purchase your school supplies, for instance, Office Depot gives 5% back to your local school. But you can do well at the cash register. This backpack is about $20. For those families who are doing homework on the go, there's a smart lap desk, which actually costs less than $15. The new study guides, the CD-ROMs that are put out, the grab-and-go CD-ROMs, are less than $5. So, I suggest get the main items that you need and then add 1 or 2 of the new fashionable items.
And all of these items are in stores now. Parents aren't going to be there too early to look for these items.
No, absolutely. They're there now, and you can go online at school.com to find out more information about products and tips to get ready for the school year.
All right, thank you very much, Maria Bailey. And you can receive some more tips on Maria's website at bluesuitmom.com.
Plagued by mommy guilt? Time to send for reinforcements in the form of Maria Bailey, mother of 4 and founder of bluesuitmom.com.
The first thing you need to realize is some of the things that I saw Megan dealing with as a working mother. Number 1, she's very clearly dedicated to her profession, and she's very clearly dedicated to her children. But where she's fallen down is right in between and joining the two.
And the best way to build that bridge is to put all your family schedules in one place.
First of all, communications. You said you spend a lot of time in the morning writing little notes,
yes,
or calling home, and what you need in your house is a communication center. It works. It has made an incredible difference in my house with 4 kids. Developing a communication center. This is one of the most important aspects of anyone's household, just as it's probably important for Megan to have good communication systems at her office, and that's probably what has made her so successful. She needs to implement the same thing within her household.
And what we do is we put what we're doing each day on here so that in the morning or at night after you and Maggie go to sleep, Daddy and I can plan and think about what it is we need to get ready for the next day. Isn't that going to make everything so much easier? Yeah.
Maria Bailey, an organizational expert and founder of .bluesuitmom.com. Hey, Maria, how are you?
Good morning, Bruce.
All right. Mom and Dad have to be organized if the kids are going to be organized, so where do we start?
Absolutely. Communication is one of the keys in a successful school year, where everybody is, and putting it on one place in one calendar. we recommend creating a home communication station for your family. One place where you can go to where everybody's calendar is in one location. We even go one step further and we use traditional in and out boxes to control that paper flow that I know is probably already coming home from school.
Now, do you suggest using a dry erase board? Because things do change along the way.
They do, and you can also use different color postums to signify whether it's mom, dad, junior, a different person has a different color so that you can easily glance at the calendar and know who's going where and in which direction.
Very cool, and that really is a good place to start because moms and dads run all over the place, especially if you have a household of more than a couple of kids. All right, so what kind of tools do the kids need to move to the head of the class?
Well, of course they need the essentials, and this year there are some of the essentials have gotten a facelift. There is a new graphite liquid pencil that never needs to be sharpened, and that's very cool because you never have to hear your child say, "Mom, I can't find a sharpened pencil." But you really want to start with a backpack because that's what's going to bring the supplies back and forth and keep your child on the go. This year, Extreme Crossover Backpack is a cool new item. It sells for less than $20, and what's neat about it is that it's a slingback backpack that is padded shoulder pads, and it distributes the weight of the books across your child's back.
And that's very important. We need to point that out. The kids these days carry around 50 pounds of books.
Oh.
And I remember when I was young and hauling books back and forth to class, I mean, my lower back was killing me, and I didn't think twice about it. But we have to be mindful of what our kids are schlepping.
That's right, and a lot of schools are doing away with the lockers now for security reasons, so it's very important to get a good backpack. And then you want to fill it with the right supplies, but you want them to be functional and fashionable so they're appealing to your child. And one of the hot new items is the Swipe notebook, and that can be erased very easily. So, if this week your child is a fan of one rock band or a certain character, they can draw it on and then wipe it off when their tastes change, but it does keep all of their papers organized.
Very cool. Now, does fashionable have to be expensive?
No, it doesn't. Although I will tell you that the average parent will spend $445 on office supply or school supplies this year. The good news is, though, that retailers are giving back to schools. Office Depot, for instance, will give 5% back to your local school. So you are spending money, but you're also being able to contribute to your local school.
Sounds great. And while you're not here this morning, I understand that Jacksonville is home for you.
Yes, I'm a graduate of Bishop Kenny.
There you go, right around the corner. Hey, thanks so much for those great tips for moms.